Happy to hear from
maybe
Yeah.
50 words or less.
50 words or less. I need to put a quote on first.
Nobody goes to that table and makes a statement in 50 words or less.
Okay, well, listen, all you have to do, I told Nikki if I get up here, and I wasn't looking to come up here, but I told him to kick me. Excuse me. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and speak into the mic, mister.
Yes, sir.
Do you need this photograph to explain what we'll bring it to you. We'll bring it to you.
Okay, I'm Jim Malazzo, and I have a company that I formed, Safeto Incorporated, to manufacture the safety device. I have been at the trade, the metal trades, construction, working in the plants, welding at a nuclear power plant. So 47 years at the trade, and I'm supposedly classified as an expert in this field, and have been asked to testify at trials. Now, that's because I have the patents, I have the engineering. You don't just get a patent. You have to go through the process. You have mechanical engineers that look at this thing and see if it's feasible, cost efficient, and all of these things. So then you get a patent. So then this is the American system. So what I did was that, but let me say first, I developed this because I did not want to kill an individual with my trailer. And I had a boat trailer that was sad. The chains to me are...
Mr. Malazzo.
Yes, sir.
And I guess the reason he said 50 words or less is because all that information
Okay,
is important.
you don't need that?
My question was to, how difficult is this thing to remove?
Not very difficult. For saving someone's life, I'm going to just answer your question, but there's a whole lot more to this thing than this and meets the eye.
Sure.
But if you look at this pin right here, all you do is remove it. This bar attaches to the frame of the vehicle with a bolt. Okay, and all you do is take that bolt off and that pin, in about 5 minutes you can remove it from your vehicle.
Okay.
5 minutes.
I can't see what you're pointing out to.
Okay, what I'm pointing out is that this pin is just like any other insert right here, this pin.
Yeah.
You pin the insert, okay?
Right.
The bar that comes from this safety device to the frame of the vehicle that's tested at 12,000 pounds or better is attached to the vehicle with this bolt. There's another plate underneath here with 2 bolts that you leave that on, but you take this one bolt off, that pin off, and bam, 5 minutes you're gone. To take 5 minutes to install the safety device or remove it if you want to know, and I won't pull my trailer without it, that I'm not going to do any damage to anyone, it's trivial, it's minimal. The other part of your question about the length of it, it does not stick out any further. Look at all of your inserts and all today, and my son-in-law has one. He has one that has 2 holes in the insert, and you can put it in X amount, okay, or if you want to move it further in, you can. But if you look at those and you measure it, it's not more than this. This bar right here, this is 3 inches right here, okay? And it hits flush with the receiver. So that's how far it goes in, okay?
Right.
So the only thing you have sticking out is just this much. And then this little 2 inches right here. So in answer to your question, no sir, I won't pull my trailer without one, and I have a video of it, me sitting in the back of the truck. You can go to YouTube, and that's the best thing to do. Go to YouTube, type in Safeto, you see me, well, you won't see me, but I'm videoing it, pulling it around, and even have my wife back up the trailer with the safety device. This safety device is simple, and in the manufacturing stages, it could go on anything. A set of clips on the tongue of the trailer, set of clips on your vehicle, bam, bam. You know, you swing it and pin it. It takes you less time than to hook up the chain. All you do is swing it and pin it. But maybe 2 minutes. No, not even 2 minutes, a minute. You know, it's just, there's a whole lot more to it than that. I mean, but like you say, you don't want to hear all that, but there's some things that were stated. There's 60,000 crashes a year, 400 to 500 deaths, 15,000 injuries a year, and that's all backed up data.
Bad guy. We've been on this bill an hour. I've got 3 more questions. I have additional questions. So I'm gonna have to, that's why I get paid the big bucks, is to be the bad guy.
Yes, sir, that's fine.
So let's move along. Do you have any other questions? Senator Adley.
I'm gonna go quickly too, but I've been trying to listen and follow along. This picture here, this hitch, is that on a truck, a car? What is that on?
That's on the truck.
It's on the truck.
Speak into the mic, please.
That's on the truck, yes, sir.
What is the ground clearance between here, the bottom of this? This one is apparently connected.
Far above the chains that Luke draped down.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you
eight
again.
to 10 inches. 8 to 10 inches.
Okay, thank you.
And could be more depending on the elevation of the truck.
This piece here, this,
Yes,
for
sir.
lack of a better word, this bracket
Yes, sir.
that's welded on now.
The
The receivers that are currently bought for vehicles, I assume the normal receiver that we currently buy, I've never seen a receiver like this one.
so, sir, it's a patented receiver.
And so all of the receivers that are out there in the market today, we could not use them. I'm getting back to this now. I'm gonna tell you, I heard the testimony and I want to vote for this and I want to help, but I'm not going to sit here and vote for a bill for one company in this state. I will not do it. And if that's what I'm doing here today, I'm not going to do it. I'm not here to build somebody's business on the lives of lost loved ones.
And I agree with
And
you,
I resent making that vote. Now, I need to know, and I'm going to ask you, most vehicles today with this receiver that comes out, it comes out and it makes a little, instead of straight out like this, I know at least on my truck, it comes out and it makes like a little S curve. And the reason for that is that depending on what you're pulling, some of them you need to flip it up because it's taller and you need to pull level. Some of them you flip down because it's lower and you want to pull level. I need to know from you, and you're my so-called expert.
Yes, sir.
What am I doing now if I put this, if I require this one height on all trailers? Am I creating a better safety environment or less safety if I've got vehicles being towed, some of them with the tongue up and some of them with the tongue down?
I see what you're saying. That could be a problem. You're right, Senator.
I don't want to be against your bill, but I think Senator Gotro made a very good point, and the testimony has been we've got one manufacturer. I appreciate your work and your effort, but don't you think it would be better if we got to a point to where we knew we had covered all of the safety issues dealing with this? I'm telling you that I can clearly look at this. See, that's better than a chain.
Yes.
And I don't mind the chain dragging the ground, by the way. That don't create the problem that this does once this fixed thing is there.
That could be made in different elevations, sir.
Well, I understand that, but we're about to pass a
That's not the
law
only one.
that makes it sound like this is readily available to the public, and we're going to say to the public, okay, for $100 and something, every time you do a trailer, you're going to pay another $75, $100 to add to your trailer, and then this tongue, this receiver that's out there in every store and all over the market is not going to work anymore. And I can tell you that I got a lot of people back home, not people pulling trucks, but selling this stuff's going to be wanting to know, what have you done? I'm trying to figure out a way to deal with this in a logical manner. That's what's eating me. You saw me yesterday. That makes all the sense in the world. But what I'm finding out, I got one manufacturer. I got one way of doing it. And I don't believe, I clearly don't believe in effective. You said 2000, what was the date?
2012.
2012. They
Give you the year and a half.
give you the 2 years to do it?
Yeah. And
If we're doing 2012, if we're doing 2012, which is 2 years from now, why wouldn't we put this into a study between now and 11? We'll be back in session 11. We come back here and we find out and I'll give you my word, committed to help you find a way to deal with this. That, to me, at least let's get